Dawn, where's the snooze button?
Freddie, it's time to get up. We got a show to do. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hang tight, guys. We're pressing the snooze one more time.
And it's time to do a show.
Morning time, snooze button.
Good morning, South Florida, and welcome to the breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
You take a deep breath and a good whiff of that coffee brewing. Grab yourself some toast, a donut, or any breakfast. As Dawn and Freddie get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
So I grabbed myself and called 888-994-4995 to share a tip of the day,
Or just to say good morning.
so get ready for the time of your life.
Shake off your sleepies, buckle up, cause it's
Showtime!
showtime.
Welcome. Hey. Good morning from the Brooklyn Cafe.
Good morning.
I'm tired. You know, last night we did a lot of work last night.
Yes, we did.
We saw some life back at the radio station, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Kind of nice. And I saw some stuff. Alana posted some stuff. If you love your job, you never go to work.
It made you happy, didn't it?
Yeah, but I didn't know if it's all like donkey dust or she really believes that.
Why would she post it if it was donkey dust?
Because some people are very good at projecting that stuff.
Our crew
And
is
they drive,
authentic.
like,
Our crew, our auras are authentic.
I'm not fake.
You're not?
Not at all.
I never said you were. But sometimes
I'll tell you.
sometimes advertising is very timely.
She will tell you what it is.
I'm not gonna do straight.
Happy
Why not
fall. Authentically. Didn't you love the lady we had, Natalia, yesterday? With the aura readings? It was very spot on, Natalia.
Oh, yeah.
Very
That
spot
was
on.
interesting.
I thought you would like that.
Until you sent me the report.
You didn't like the report?
I couldn't read it.
Because the font's small.
The fonts are small.
I think we
and
had to print it
It
so
was
you
like
can read it.
7,000 things attached to it.
It's 10 pages.
First of all, I'm not even that complicated.
You really are, though.
And my numbers sucked. She was being nice.
Really?
Yeah, my numbers, my heart wasn't 878. It was 69, which sort of makes sense.
Can you explain to me what an aura reading is?
No, because you weren't here. You see, when you're here, you get all the juice. When you're not here, you just get the skin on the orange.
We had this great guest that Danielle Bourgeon had in last week in Portuguese, so we did not understand it. So she's a Reiki energy worker, and she has this machine that reads your auras. And she takes a picture, and you hold this machine for vibration, and it tells
It
you,
shows you.
shows you what your chakras are. You know your chakras?
Does it show you like what color?
Colors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What color were you guys?
Well, it's kind of like a
Blues.
mix. It shows you all the different colors, but you were probably more purple because your crown chakra was your highest chakra.
And what
Your-
about you, Mrs.? I
your-
hit 100. What was
Your
it? Spiritual?
spirituality
No, yours
and your
is
faith.
spiritual.
No, mine was being my authentic truth.
That's right.
So that was my
Authentic.
sacral chakra.
Yeah.
Chakra.
You what?
My sacral,
What's
like
your
my
sacral?
head. Yours was your crown. Mine was my head, my brain, which would make 100% true because I'm always in my head, right? Doing these things, speaking my truth. It was pretty cool because the numbers are all there in the report.
And she's coming.
You love that.
When's she coming in again?
She's coming Friday. No.
Yeah,
we
she's
didn't-
coming in on
we
Friday.
Didn't we didn't do the producers yet. We're gonna do them on Friday.
Natalia.
Oh, no, I want to see I want to see what color you think you is.
I bet your heart chakra is pretty big.
What
I've-
color you
I think
is?
I'm good. I think
Him. That's the way he talk us.
I think
He talk us.
Targets.
He talk us. I think us. I anus and I anus.
So it's cool. So she charges only $44 for an aura reading. Only,
Scared the hell out of me.
but then if you want a whole analysis and to help you with Reiki, it's $222, which would be appropriate because those are the angel numbers.
Well, she can also do it virtually, which I don't understand how you could do that virtually.
She must channel the vibrations.
I don't know about that.
But it was so spot on, right? My throat chakra was my least one, which is my thyroid, and that makes 100% true.
If you think about it, like she, like you know, she probably can read through the phone call. Like,
Well, she's reading you. If she can read you, then I'm all
through
in.
the phone
Because
call.
you is one confused individual.
No, I just take several different paths.
Has the matchmaker found anyone for Slick yet?
Not at all.
Matchmaker blue.
Is Freddie's
blew up.
mic on,
Not
Slick?
at all.
Slick, is Freddie's mic on?
Yeah, his mic is on.
Are the
Mic's
cam
on.
mics off?
Cam's mics are off. Black Magic has the audio mic on, but
You can listen and see. You sound like you're in a hole.
Let me see.
Hey,
Hello?
Salsa, how you doing?
Good.
You got too much game.
Freddie made a great video, and you're in it laughing
I'm not
from your
on it.
birthday.
Oh, my birthday.
From your birthday, so it was like the bodega video.
Okay.
So you'll see, it was kind of cool. But the aura reading was really cool. She'll be in on Friday, it was fun. It was pretty on point. Pretty on point. So I was reading an article today.
Use your phone.
I was reading an article this morning, and this is why I came in and I called those people today, Alana, because it said you should not be afraid to ask the uncomfortable questions.
now you just put yourself back on the lady.
You should not be afraid to ask the uncomfortable questions. You should. What's the worst that happens when you ask a
Get
question?
smacked.
Somebody says no, right? So you should ask those questions because you never know what could possibly happen.
So if I ask a woman, how old are you? And she smacks me, that's the worst thing that could happen?
Not questions like that, but questions that you might, as far as business and connections and things you would want, like if you wanted a raise or if you wanted to work extra hours or you wanted a better position or you maybe want to work with somebody.
So if I say to somebody, I'm going to charge you for a commercial, and they go, why? Then I
That's
go,
not a question, that's a statement.
hold on a second. Then I go, because I'm trying to promote you. And they go, why would you do that? And I go, well, you know, you're right. You're a waste of time. Something like that? That
No,
could be
nothing
it.
like that at all. That would not be a question.
Is it on?
You sound like a robot.
That's kind of a statement.
Mr. Roboto.
Check the
Yeah, the game.
main, the master.
What do you
So
mean?
that's
check the
not a
list?
question.
Oh, I got to think of a question.
So like if Salsa said, you know what, I'd really like to be a producer and work with these other companies, would that be okay? And she might ask you because you might be in this lovely mood that you're in.
Well, why would anybody be afraid to ask a question? I'm trying to put my hands around it.
Probably not you, no, but like at a job, maybe, yeah.
But
Not
if
a
you're
real
at,
job.
if you're
No, that's not what I mean.
at a real job, if you
Business.
but if
No,
you
I
if
meant,
you
like,
work at a
you know what I
job,
mean.
you should ask questions. That's why you're there. I don't get that either.
Because, but there's this culture that you're growing up saying that, thinking that you can't ask questions. It's those uncomfortable questions that what if somebody says no? But here's the other
That's
side of
dating
that.
questions,
What
maybe
if
that
somebody
work.
says yes? So I called this company that I think would be really cool to do a piece out of. English is his second language. Clearly, it would have been beneficial to have you on the phone. But since you weren't there, I had to muddle through the best I could do and call
What was
them.
the outcome?
We had a little language thing, but he'll text me.
But what was the outcome?
He said yes.
He said yes. He didn't even understand what you're talking about.
I know. But he said yes, but we have to come up with a day and time because I think it would be a great
What kind
segment.
of business would this be?
It's a farmer's market, as a matter of fact.
Fresh in Florida.
Fresh in Florida. To highlight produce and what's seasonally fresh would be kind of cool to go into a market and spotlight the
Get
market.
a grocery shop for a recipe, including some fresh November produce.
Exactly.
Says the Orange Queen.
But so don't you think, right, it lends itself to what it is. And I could have just said, let's go into the big box store and just get some stuff. Or we go into the community and we do it that way.
Now let me ask you guys a question. Should you have to beg a company to be successful?
No.
What does that mean?
In other words, if you meet somebody and you're trying to negotiate a deal and they don't warrant your why, this is what I do, this is what I want to do, and they don't want to be successful.
Some of the people don't want to be successful. They don't know how to be
No,
successful.
they don't want to spend the money. Let's be real.
Okay, that's true.
That's all it is. They don't want to spend the money. They don't buy your why.
Yes.
You sell something they ain't buying. Okay. But because experience has shown you that they would be successful if they drank the Kool-Aid. So should I beg them to be successful?
No. You can lead a horse to water, you can't make it drink.
Where's your mic?
Oh, wait, did I just say that to you yesterday? Is she channeling me?
I'm sorry, what was
I
it you
just said
said?
that to you.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
But isn't what we do for a living making them drink?
No.
No, you're leading them.
Then you will never be anything in this business because 99% of the people are going to tell you I don't want to spend the money. Nobody wants to spend the money to advertise themselves.
See, I'd like the analogy. We offer them drinks. We don't make them drink.
No, I make them drink. Because 9 out of 10 times I can offer to the gals come home.
No.
And then the real insulting part to this
They're
thing.
gonna expect you to always feed them that drink. So you shouldn't
But
even-
it happens anyway.
No, but
Oh, no, it happens anyway.
I understand, but
You have to burp them, you gotta
that's why
bleed
you have
the
to
whole
put,
nine.
That's why you have to put that protective wall or that protective
I'd
door
like
to
to
say,
see someone
hey,
burp
I'm
a
not-
horse.
I'm not-
Do you? No, it's not a pretty thing. Do you think that it's a good thing to put up with negativity on a deal?
Not at all.
No.
Because most people that do this business come in negative, not believing. Nobody believes that they
There's a fine line.
warrant.
There's a fine line because in the business world, you're not always going to work with people that you love and get the best along with.
But that's not business. That's just la la land.
If it's your business, then you get the say in who you get to work with.
It's your business. Okay.
Well, people didn't believe in Santa Claus either, but yet, look at Christmas.
Okay, maybe my examples aren't good.
Maybe you're just-
When I started this whole business with Geo 12 years ago, nobody believed that cameras worked on fundamentals of media development. Nobody. And then a pandemic comes along, shuts down the earth, and all of a sudden this technology that's been available for 15, 20 years becomes the hottest thing on the market. So that when people come to you and they say, oh, I do Zoom, I do Boom, I do Weem, I do Wham, you sit there and you go, I brought this to you 12 years ago. Oh, no, you didn't. That's the part that really burns me. What do you mean, no, I didn't? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter whether you brought that to them 12 years ago. They weren't ready for it until now.
They didn't believe in the person that was
Well, here's the perfect example. How many years ago did I meet you?
6,
No, meet you.
10,
How many years did it take for me to work with you?
4.
So
But this is my point.
But that
you
was-
weren't buying it either.
it's all in the timing. It's all
I'm
in
glad you brought that up.
It's all in timing, right? Because everyone
ain't
has
about
to
no
be in
timing.
that place in
It
life
ain't about no
and
timing.
understand.
Maybe that's your defense mechanism speaking, but it isn't about timing. Because if you had done it 4 years earlier, we probably would have been in a bit different location, different things going
But you
on.
never know. God wants us here now, so here we sit.
I love that. I love when they say it's all in. Now we got to catch up and play the role.
Yesterday, she told you were very good at manifesting, which was really funny. And then she told you that you should set boundaries, which is even funnier because the two words that you disliked the most were in your aura reading.
No, it was in her perception
Of your
my
aura reading.
Don't get it twisted.
See, so slick, back to perception.
Don't talk to him.
What?
He's
Slick's
Mr.
glass is
Perception
always
over
full.
What are you talking about?
there. It isn't always full.
What do you mean?
I seen
Your
when
cup
Slick.
is always half full.
I seen when Slick
Oh,
does
yes.
his business.
What is it? It is half full.
Mhm.
Because what are you talking about? Because I had to.
Why is it that today you're all full and yesterday you were murking around like a half empty?
It's because of stuff I eat. You understand?
Too
Like,
much
it's-
butter.
Yeah. That. But like when it comes to like stuff I eat, like that affects my mood. But like
Really?
everything else, my perspective.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna point out when your mood changes.
Yeah, when I eat something.
No, it ain't when you
That-
eat.
that- Yeah, it's when I eat something.
It's not when you eat.
It's
That's
when I
okay.
eat something.
We'll keep it off
And
the
then I
air.
have like a very strong face. I think I got it from my father. It's just, like
You
I
got a
be
strong
resting,
face?
Like you know, when I rest, it's sometimes
Is that resting?
Our
Yeah,
BF.
it seems like I'm mad, but I'm not though. Like
You're
that's
thinking.
Just, yeah.
Is that what you call it now? Is that the new political?
Features. My father
But you
has
got
it, my
strong
brother-
features.
My brother.
This
has
gets
it.
better and better.
It does. Like I don't think about anything that's terrible, but like it feels like I'm mad at something, but I'm not.
It feels like you're mad at a lot of something.
No.
Depends on who's in the room.
Who's in the what?
We'll talk that later. I keep it off the air.
Keep-
Anyway,
Yeah.
anyway.
So you're supposed to ask those uncomfortable questions.
I still don't know what that means.
Those questions.
Have you ever wanted to ask somebody something or you wanted to better yourself but you were afraid to ask?
Yes, and I do the same thing that you did this morning. You looked up at me right before the phone call and you said what I say to myself all the time. The worst they can say is no when asking for something. The worst that they can say is just no.
You believe that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it on us? Do we take accountability for not striving further along in life because we're afraid to ask the question? Is that what you're trying to?
100%.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
You believe that?
Yeah. It's our
Really?
fault. Yeah, of course.
How many weeks ago did we sit and write out a script to call people?
Yeah.
Have we done one?
Nope.
Jesus Christ, woman! I mean, when in the day are we gonna do that? I'm lucky. I went to the bathroom yesterday at 9 o'clock at night.
That goes to accountability, right, Sabrina?
No, it costs no time.
Well, then you gotta figure
People
it
make-
out.
Probably
People
find
make
time,
time
yeah.
for what's important.
Really?
Correct.
You gonna
But
tell
I'm
me
not
that?
saying it needs to come from you.
You gonna tell me that?
But I'm
It's
not
about to
saying
get
it,
interesting.
I'm not saying it needs to come from you or me. It needs to come from our sales department, right? Needs to start doing those things that we started working on.
There are certain parts of life that people like to do, and there's certain parts of life people don't like to do.
So the things you don't like to do are the things you don't do, like laundry, like cleaning,
Laundry I like.
all the things you don't want to do.
You like
Cooking.
laundry?
Yeah, you put in the machine and it does the work. What are you doing in the laundry? Carrying it? Come
I
on
like
now.
folding. See, like I think of the after part of like folding. and
Who
putting it
folds?
away.
I throw it the way it comes out.
You wear wrinkly clothes?
I don't care. I put it in by the pool in the
Loading,
sun.
the things you don't like to do in life, right? Go through emails. I now have 6,000 emails
I do
because
it every moment of the day. I ain't fooling around.
I
with that.
have not gone through them.
6,000 unread.
I see, because we share an email for the business, and I see she don't answer, so I erase them.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Because half of them are stupid junk.
But well, a lot of it are, you know, I once told somebody I don't like getting junk mail, and he got really offended because that was his line of business, was
With
direct
junk
mail.
Junk mail.
And so I don't call it junk mail anymore. I call it direct mail, and it's just I
Directly junk email.
I skim through what I have to skim through. But the things in life you don't like to do are the things you don't do. But often those are the things that get you out of your comfort zone that you should be doing
That
to
make
get to
you
the next
grow.
level. Correct. That make you grow.
So let me ask you a question. When somebody pitches you something that you do for a living because they have no clue of who you are or what you do, how do you answer that question?
Rephrase that again.
Like
When
if
someone
somebody
tells you
talks
what
to
you're
you trying to sell you to learn how to be a host, or someone tries to sell you how to do editing or voiceovers, or
Meanwhile, that's what you're already doing.
but this is what you do. but they haven't taken the time out to find out who you are, what you do, or anything
Their
like
research.
that.
They haven't done their research.
We'll call it that. Sometimes it's just done on purpose, but how do you handle it?
I don't think it's done on purpose. I think people
Oh,
just
no,
don't
no,
do
no.
their research.
You trust me. It's done on purpose. Because they're trying to get a rile out of you.
How can you
I
be
was,
so?
I was always taught to be the bigger person. Kill them with kindness.
I can't do that no more. The ulcer in my stomach is bigger than the kindness.
Bigger than the one in my head.
You get aggravated?
I just am astonished at the stupidity that some people will take it to the extent. You what? You do what? You who? You where? I mean, I've been doing this 13 years, right? You know, if you come to the radio station and you look around, or you come here, you come in here, oh, do you know artists? What?
You
know
could be
artists?
like a meme famous person to go viral. Not mean, a meme.
Why? What are you talking about now?
Am I right?
We're working on it.
We're working on another meme. You can go viral with your who, what, do, yabba dabba do,
Let me,
yada
let,
da
me
da.
go, let me go to the
We
intelligent
found
part
our
of the room.
TikTok we'll do today.
But how do you
I
handle?
have a perfect TikTok for you today.
How do you handle that? First of all, I'm not allowed on TikTok anymore.
No.
This guy banned me off of TikTok.
Salsa's here today. Salsa is a great TikTok director. We'll have everything under control.
Sasa, I'm gonna have you run an IG. I'm bringing my, you know, my iPad.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna have this stand. I'm getting the right,
Are you gonna do
Boop.
live for the show?
and we're going, yes, and we're gonna roll it around on this thing with the pad. It's gonna be phenomenal.
We're gonna put it on. We're gonna put a wig on it and call it Lucy.
All right.
See, but see how you are right now? I feel like I need to give you some of my glitter. See how you are right now? This is how people want you to feel.
What are you talking about?
People that have done this to you, they want you to feel this way. They want this reaction from you. So when it doesn't work, they say, see, I told you it wasn't going to work, Freddie, because look how you are.
They-
Why are you yelling? Why are you being this? And you go, I'm not. They
I'm
go,
not
"Yes."
yelling.
But
I'm
this
being,
is the reaction they want. They want to rile you up. And they have. So the best way to prove them wrong is to not get riled up, to show a different perspective, like your cup runneth over in gratitude and appreciation. Am I right, Slick?
Yeah, he definitely like.
Oh,
has
shut up,
panties
you.
in a twist right now.
No,
Panties are-
first of all, I got no panties on today. I will have on
Panty
tomorrow.
man says you have your
The
panties
panty
in
man
a
says
twist.
your panties are in a twist.
Second of all, what has me in a twist is I worked on 6 deals yesterday simultaneously.
Yes, you did.
And each one of them, the person that I was working with got stupider and stupider and stupider and really stupid and went to another level, and I don't know what this one is.
Yeah, they just wanted to see that reaction out of you.
They
wanted to see how
didn't
you
know
move.
the reaction. They don't know. They're just acting, they're getting over. You know, in the Bronx, we
They
used to.
want that. You see that huff that you just did? They
No,
want
no,
that.
because I'm trying to explain it without being emotional. In the
Gotcha.
Bronx, we call it street rat. If you're a street rat from the Bronx, it means that you're up to no good. You're just trying to finagle your way into a deal. That's all. And I got 6 of those at one time. Not 1, not 5, 6. All one back to back to back to back. And I'm sitting there, and I drive home at 9 o'clock at night, and I sit in my car in the garage, and I go, man, I can't believe that I ran into 6 rats at once. How do you run into 6 rats at once and think you're going to walk away clean?
I can show you some places.
I ain't hanging out with you.
Where do rats hide out in the Bronx?
The
Street
sewers.
rats? Or
They
rats?
hide out in the sewers, right?
The sewers,
So what
right?
brings the rats out
I'll say
from hiding?
Are
When
we
do they
talking
come
about
out?
rats or street rats?
Sweetness, food.
You're talking about people or
No,
rats?
real rats.
Food.
What brings real rats out? Food.
Food.
Okay, so here's your analogy of the day. What brings out the street rats in business?
The big cheese.
Food. What is food for them? Money, right? Business, growth. So they see the low-lying fruit of money and brings out the street rats, just like food in the Bronx brings out the real rats. It's the same metaphor of life.
You ever make a deal with a rat?
No,
you guys
I
ever
try
made a
not to.
deal with people that are, what's the word?
Yeah.
Conspicuous? No,
I
what's
ain't
the
doing
word?
no more. I made a big,
Corrupt?
I made a big mistake.
Not
You
corrupt.
did?
They-
You made a bad deal
They're
once?
one-sided.
Yeah, one time. You like that.
Yeah,
that's
that
what I
lady
can't
never gave you your ring back. That's not what I'm talking about, though.
I don't think that's what he was talking about either.
A dagger. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go.
Let's see how cool you are now, big boy. Let's see how cool.
I don't think that's what Slick was talking about.
Maybe it is, maybe it ain't. That's
See,
what
but
a street
this
rat
is the
does.
reaction they
But
want to
that's
get
what
from
a
you.
street rat does.
Oh my God.
They want the
You
reaction.
understand what I'm saying? That's what a street rat does. You want a reaction. Well, I got one.
Well, now you have given them the reaction that they have so desired, and Salsa's point of accountability means the accountability is back on you because you need to be, as Alana said, the bigger person.
Okay.
So yes, I have
Let's go on.
threaded my
Let's go
web.
another way. Aaron Rodgers, the Green Bay Packer quarterback,
Who decided not to get vaccinated?
he
or did
told the world that he is immunized.
Immunized, right? Not
He says, "Listen,
vaccinated.
I'm immunized. That doesn't mean vaccinated." He played with words, got away with it till he didn't.
He went around.
That's right. So he went to parties and everything else is against protocol. They hit him with a $15,000 fine, which is nothing to him. It's like a freaking dinner. But he said, I don't have to have accountability because it's your perception that you got it wrong. I'm sorry that you got it wrong. What an apology. I'm sorry you got it wrong.
Well, he said immunized, which you would think would be vaccinated.
No,
It's a synonym.
that's your thinking, not his thinking.
Well, he should have just come out and said, "No, I have not been immunized."
That's not what he said.
But exactly.
But what he said was a play on words.
But how can you take it any other way?
Because everybody left him alone. What do you mean? How do you?
So he
It's your
lied.
perception. Well, that's your perception.
If
This
he
is
said I'm immunized.
okay. Did you hear his apology?
What's not up for perception, though, is the fact that NFL rules stated that if you were not vaccinated, that you should be wearing your mask on field in those kind of cases.
And he didn't do that
is
either.
where he didn't
That's why the
follow
team
through.
got fined $300,000.
Correct. So in that, while he can play with his words and from people's perspectives, because it was followed through with those actions,
Right.
that's what makes it a full lie to me.
Okay, but now let's get to the real nitty gritty here. Let's get to the real deal here. Aaron Rodgers is a somebody. He has persona.
He's one of the biggest
He is the
guys.
face of the. It's like a Tom Brady. Him and Brady, they're right there. And until the guy from New Orleans retired, Bree, he was there too. So he's getting that treatment because he's Aaron Rodgers. He's playing Sunday. Now, if Slick was in the league and he did that, they'd probably find him and send him to the zoo for all I know.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I wouldn't even play.
You would be suspended for like 10 years.
Yeah, I wouldn't even play.
So what I'm saying is that his apology this morning, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry that your perception of what I said was wrong. What kind of freaking apology is that?
It's not.
So he's getting over again. Now the NFL, they got teed off because they got so much hate mail from what he did that now they're going to investigate him on everything he does on the field. So he'll probably get a fine for this and a fine
So
for
it's
this.
not about getting over it. So you got to change your perception on things.
But he got over. He used your perception, not mine. I never told you I was vaccinated. I told you I was immunized because
But you
the
can't take
body
on-
is a healing mechanism.
You can't take on everybody's situation. You have to focus on certain things over everything. Otherwise, you'll learn to go crazy. You can't take on the world. Your shoulders are not that big.
You're missing the point. You're missing the point. The whole thing that I don't like is when people play with words to try to make you feel like it's your fault,
Yes.
like you're inadequate. Like, you know, Gio just got hit with the age thing. And I can see, except for him,
Wow.
over here,
Well,
the age thing.
Yeah.
you're over 24, 25, 26.
So they're not going to hit you as much with the age thing. Gio gets plundered with the age thing.
Although we took them out for a drink a couple weeks ago, he got carded also.
Oh yeah.
We all did.
He was so happy. He got carded because as she was taking her card out, he says, "Do you want mine?" He's waving it.
Wow.
That's right.
Wow, you-
I would have carded him too.
Wow.
But yes, that is what people seem to be doing. Is the reason I can't is because it's your fault.
And
People
now
don't
that
take accountability.
and now that the epidemic is slowing down and more people are coming out from under the rock, as I call it, all of a sudden the window has gotten smaller because usable monies and funds
Yes.
are now being determined between people who bring the most value or know somebody.
Right.
You ever lose a deal because the other person knows somebody? You know how hateful that is? I did a great production. Guy comes in with a phone and he gets the deal for $10,000 because he knows somebody who knows somebody.
It's
Life
again
is all about who you know.
who you know, what your value is. Here's an example.
Not what you show.
Paver company quoted me $4,000 to come clean my pavers. $4,000 to clean and seal them. Well, no, I'm not hiring them. Another company came out, quoted me $1,000. Who are you going to go with?
You go to Home Depot.
The
You
Freddie
bring in a power wash. You rent it. You put sand, a little sand. You let it sit for a day, and you put the sealer on it with a spray. And you can put another sealer on the
Who's
second
going to
day.
do that? Me?
I can do it. You can do it. Chuck can do it. Anybody could do it. It costs you maybe $300 if you're lucky.
That wasn't the point of the story. The point of the story was the value. I spoke to Home Depot about doing some other work because everyone is so low on workers.
Are you insane?
Services have
Why
not
would you
happened.
do that when you have Lewis? Lewis will do all of that.
Oh, well,
He's a
ask him.
handyman.
He told us we needed a paper company.
Well, you don't need a paper. You give me the phone. Is what you need to do.
See?
You know what it is? People look at something. How do I hang those curtains? You put the bar up. You put the screws in. You make sure the anchor's on. You put the thing in this level, and you go. No, I can't do that. I have to call a curtain company.
Yeah.
A curtain company. You remember that time I told you to change the inside of the toilet? The whole operation is $20.
Yes, they
You
charged
wanna
me
spend what?
$165. I know.
I know another person, you know those light switches? They had to be changed because they were old. So I went in, boop, boop, boop. I changed 6. And she's looking at me. I said, what's the matter? They wanted $60 a light switch. $60? $360? Shoot you in principle.
See, but you used to be in that business. You've been in every business. Anyway, it's not the point. The point
It
was,
is the point.
The point was back to value of what people offer and what that is. But yes, we have to hold accountability. So today's lesson
I'm speechless.
of the day is perseverance. Change your perspective, and no does not mean no. No just means
What was the
not
word
now.
that Jordana Foster used last night?
Nature.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I thought she was going to come up with truth. Truth.
How
I
about
think truth.
grateful?
No, how about truth? How about the truth of the matter is? What about the truth? I thought I said truth.
It would have been kind of
It would have been kind
serendipitous,
of,
right?
I don't know about that, but it would have been ironic.
Why would a pumpkin say truth?
Because life is about the truthness of a pumpkin. I swear to God, I'm going to throw one at you.
But here's the thing: what you see as truth, she may not see as truth, and he may have another perception of truth, and she may have
He
another
can't even spell
perception of
truth.
truth.
Truth? Yeah, T-Root.
See, I'm
T-Root.
deluded. See, I'm
See, I'm deluded.
deluded. See, I'm deluded.
See, the bottom line is at the end of the day, truth prevails because you can't hide from truth.
Yeah.
So if you're doing a deal and the deal has holes in it, it's not really going to help you and everything else that comes out at the end.
And all
But
can
you
do
can't
is-
sit in a room and have 10 people take your card. And this is assuming that you can close, because that's another part of truth. And all of a sudden, you have all these things going on. What are you doing?
You can have this one,
blessed,
or you can have this one.
grateful. Words of the day.
Ouch, okay, cool. Yeah, I know.
That was
Like,
very
the
harsh.
table's not glass at all, you know?
Blessed and grateful.
Okay.
Now you got 3 pumpkins.
And you can't see it in the show.
Don't say truth.
Blessed, grateful, and full.
I know, we're all supposed to be grateful and the whole night. I get it. It's just that sometimes, you get a migraine from trying to be grateful.
That's our newsletter for November. Grateful and thankful.
Grateful and thankful.
With migraine?
You're overthinking it, you know? You can still be grateful.
There are things to be grateful for.
You can't just control.
Those pumpkins come from Ashley Planning Party. Do not throw them.
Yes.
There are things to be grateful for, and even of the things that don't work out, we learn lessons from, and then we
Move forward.
keep going. Because maybe that's God saying, you don't want that situation in your life.
God
You'd
don't
be better
talk like
without
that.
that
God
situation.
doesn't talk that way.
How do you know?
Because I know God. Me and
Really?
him, we had chit chats. He don't talk that way at all.
They tell me
He
it's-
says, go and do and learn, and you'll find out yes or no if it suits you.
there you go.
But the unknown answer here is that you can do the best deal in the world. Everything's working, and somebody turns or says to you, I ain't doing it no more.
So, I know.
Because they have choice. Lucifer went that way. Lucifer went that way.
Wow.
He had choice. Fallen angel.
Wow, you've had a rough night.
I know.
You see, but I'm talking truth and you are making fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you at all.
I feel like you are.
I was with you all day
I
yesterday.
feel like you are.
And I was with you all night
I
yesterday
can't
in those
help
same
that
situations.
my perception is how I feel.
Is you went from business deals to Lucifer, like fallen angel.
The difference is you work business deals and you work every deal. You make every uncomfortable phone call that I wouldn't want to do, and I take care of the other side. So you firsthand got all of those situations. I got them peripherally.
You got them what?
I got them on the side view.
Peripheral.
You understand?
I do.
More to come. More to come. Let us know
I
what
gotta
you
check
are.
my chakras. I bet you they're all black today.
Check your chakras. They told you should be wearing white or black, and you were
I
wearing
decided
green.
not to. I decided not to. I decided not to. I didn't want to wear white.
You are wearing green. We got some cool stuff coming in today. We've got Harry Holzwasser coming in, and he's going to start a series of his life story. He's 97. He is a World War II vet. He's coming in today. We're going to start filming some footage and have it for tomorrow for Veterans Day. So
Who's going to talk to him and who's going to ask the questions and all that? How are we doing this?
I don't know. We're going to figure that out. So he should be in momentarily. So we're going to work on that today. We've got some old friends coming into set, some new friends, and we got Manchester talking about what it's like to go into very cold water to help your immune system. So we'll see what happens. We got Slip, we got Salsa, we got some 2020 puzzles to put together, and to get our newsletter out for November.
By
What
the
are you
way,
grateful
just
for?
so that you know, on the air, I didn't touch a puzzle, but Gubba did. So I kept screaming at him, "What are you doing? Put that down." So I don't know if things would move. I don't know. It wasn't me.
If you put it together, that's good.
Wasn't me.
No, that's not what he did. He was taking things off.
Well, that's a whole nother conversation we need to talk about. That's not
Because-
true, by the way.
It is true. And then he took the paper off it and he threw it to the side. So can you put the paper back on there?
How about you talk about accountability and people are quick to say, wasn't me, I didn't do it. Did you really not do it? Or did you have somebody else do the dirty work for you, but yet
I
you
didn't pick
still
up that
did it?
pumpkin. What do you mean it's missing?
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Anyway, have a great morning, everyone. What are you grateful for? It is a beautiful day in South Florida, and we will see you in a little bit.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the morning show. As I go now to fill my mug, which is completely empty, I'm coffee out.
Your cup runneth over.
No, company dry.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other. Tune in for all of our other morning shows coming from Ant Media Productions, and then our afternoon show at 12 o'clock.
And always join us for more fun and laughs because, you know, your day starts when you smile.
Have a great morning, and we'll see you in a little bit.
And don't be late.